Hey everyone, North Star Knife Reviews, coming at you with another Wednesday Wood. Um, Today we are going to take a little look at Opinel knives. Now, most of you are probably at least somewhat familiar with them, but thought it might still be interesting to take a look. Now, this is an open tag from GR Knives and Outdoors, and if you don't already subscribe to him, please go do so. I think you'll really like the content that he has. Now, Opinel began in 1890. Joseph Opinel turned 18 years old, so he was very young, but he was really into engineering, technology, seeing what kinds of things he could make. He built his own camera and became a photographer. He then decided, hey, I want to try to build something else, and he decided to build a knife and see if he could use these modern manufacturing techniques to build knives for people so they would be less expensive, take less time. You didn't have to do everything completely by hand. You could do some technology and machines to make some of these things. In 1909, actually, the first one he made was this number 8, or what's a number 8. And then in 1909, they added the little symbol here, the crowned hand, as they call it. Knives and things like that had been using symbols like this since, was it 1565, I think they said. Charles IX of France said that every cutler had to put their own emblem on a knife. And so he chose this crowned hand. The hand is supposedly that of St. John the Baptist, and it's taken from the coat of arms of a town where his family was from. And then added the crown on top of the hand because that area was or had been the Duchy of Savoy, so it had its own Duke and Duchess, and so he put that on there as well. Okay. Now the Opinels stayed pretty much the same until 1955, which is when they added this, as they call it, the Vibra-Lock. Okay, just the little rotating ferrule. Prior to that, it just had this inner ferrule. Oops, I'm out of focus there. This inner ring. They added the outer ring, which rotates in 55. Now, I've got, I want to say about a dozen Opinels. These are just a few I thought I'd bring out to show. This is the one I use the most often, and it's the number 8, which is the most popular size. The number refers to the number of centimeters, or approximately the number of centimeters that the blade is long. And this one, I just carry in this little slip, and when my family goes on like picnics or anything like that, this is the knife I bring, because these Opinels are really great at food prep. They're very slicey, so you can cut vegetables, fruit, meat, whatever with it, and it works really well. So this is the number 8. Moving up in size, and I don't have all the sizes, but I just grabbed what I had available upstairs here right now. I didn't feel like going down in the basement to check my other stuff. But this is a number 9, and you can see, see the 8, and on this one, if I can get it to show here, there you go, number 9. So it's about 1 centimeter longer on the blade, approximately. This one happens to be stainless. This one happens to be carbon. I decided to go with the stainless for the picnic because the knife doesn't always get cleaned off quickly enough for my taste if I had a carbon. The carbon is a 1095. The stainless is Sandvik 12C27, which is very common on a lot of European budget stainless knives. And 12C27 was actually one of the first steels invented specifically for cutting implements, specifically razors, but they found it also worked really well for knives. So there's the 8 and the 9. The next size up is a 10. And you can see by the time you get up here, you're getting to a pretty good size knife. And you can see the thickness on it is getting larger also. Sorry, the focus gets out here. So here we have the 8, 9, and 10 all together. They go up to a 12. There actually is a 13, but it's sort of a special order and pretty expensive. But in addition to these sort of standard blades, they make others as well. This is a fillet knife, and this is a number 12 fillet knife. So this blade is 12 centimeters long. Let's see. And it's moderately flexible. It's not going to be like, say, Arapalis Superflex or something like that. But you've got some flex there for use with filleting fish and things of that nature. Now down toward the other end of the spectrum, and this is not actually the smallest one I have. I have a number 3 also, but this is the number 4. And thank you to Randy's WSG for this little stand for the knives, before I forget. This is number 4. The 5, 4, 3, and 2 do not have the rotating ferrule. They're still the old style. It's strictly a friction folder, so nothing to lock it. But again, you can see this is a pretty small one. I do have a number 3. I don't have a number 2. But the number 3 I couldn't find just right away this morning when I was looking for things. But they're pretty cool little knives. They're inexpensive, very slicey. I like them a lot. You know, the number 8 is a great size for most people. If your hands are a little larger, maybe something like a 9. If your hands are a little smaller, go for a 7. But I really like these knives, and you can open them one-handed, at least if you give a little practice and close them one-handed. One thing I will say about the open nails is that depending on the weather, it can be easier or harder to open them because this is untreated wood and it's going to swell in humid conditions and dry out in drier conditions. So during the summer, it's going to be a little more difficult to open it than it would, say, during the winter. But I think they're great knives. You can get them just plain like this. You can get plastic handles now. You can get these beach handles that are different colors. They may have a leather strap on them for their outdoor series. They have limited editions, all sorts of things. But I think they're a great little knife. I would encourage anybody who's into knives to at least get yourself one Opinel. You know, as I say, they're great for food prep, those sorts of things. Anything where you need a real slicing knife. They're not heavy duty, but they slice really, really well. Anyway, rambling on a little too long here, so I will let you guys go. Again, check out GR Knives and Outdoors. Check out Randy's WSG too if you aren't already subscribed to him. You guys have yourself a great Woody Wednesday, and I will catch you next time.